Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some RuneScape, shall we? The Piscacat, Hermie, Badger, Mr. Smith, Sir Theodore. Good to see you everyone. Alright, well, here we are. And we are on to Sliskay's game number 8. And it is called Dishonour Among Thieves. And it looks like there's Zamorak there in the picture. And I can understand what that's about if we're thinking about, I don't know, backstabbing Zeros, perhaps. So, what do I need for this? An invitation box. Oh, because I have to go to the Empyrean Citadel. Right. Sure. I can do that. I can do that. Well, I'm hanging out in Lumbridge. And it's time to go over here. Go to the old bank. Luckily, there's a banner with a treasure box that tells you you're close to the bank. And, well, there was also a baby Empling, but that neither here nor there, right? Hey, Brandon. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. I have streamed Slay the Spire in the past, but not in a while, my friend. I will tell you, though, I just finished earlier today recording a Slay the Spire video on Ironclad Ascension 5, and you will see it very soon. Alright, so I'm going to put this away. And then I need my fantastic invitation box. I also have a bucket of milk, and I'm not really sure why, but that's fine. I'm going to need some food. Running low on sharks. Alright. Hey, Alyssa, good evening. Good to see you. So, I am now going to open the invitation box and go to the Empyrean Citadel. Is that where the bucket of milk came from, Sir Theodore? From the nymph? Oh, God. That's interesting. Don't know what to make of it. Oh, here we go. So, this is Moya. And Zamorak's faithful general and left hand. Okay. So this is a higher up in the Zamorakian establishment. She almost looks normal, you know. There are some horns. There's a heavily armored right arm. Okay, the glowing eyes, I don't know. We'll find out. This quest involves characters that were explored in Ritual of the Majorat, Nomad's Requiem, and the Nadir Saga. If you wish to learn more about these characters first, it is recommended that you play this content. Well, I am pretty sure. Hey, Longshot, what's up, my friend? Thanks for subscribing. I've done all of these. I did Nomad's Requiem 100%. I did Ritual of the Majorat 100%. And I did all the sagas. So, I mean, I didn't 100% the sagas, but I did the sagas. Did we ever read the Book of the Gods? Well, that's a good question. Do you mean... Oh, I thought you were talking about Bandos's journal or whatever. The Book of the Gods. The Book of the Gods. Maybe. May have been a while ago. So, Moya. How do you say it? Like, is it Moya or is it Moya? How would you say this name? Moya. You could make them all like long. Moya. Moia. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Moya. Like, you know, like moist as well with that OI. But then I'm like, I don't know. So she says, so our paths cross, as if by chance. Oh, okay, Sir Theodore, cool. Hey, Young, what's up, my friend? Thanks for following. Holstein. The cowman? Have we met? You may not know my name, but I know yours. Dr. Incompetent, I believe you are familiar with my master. Who might that be? You really do not know. I expected more of you. I serve the rightful god of Gillinor. Zamorak. Oh gosh. I don't even know where to begin with that claim. As his most trusted general, I led his forces at the Battle of Lumbridge. The defeat has been difficult to swallow for all of us. Oh, okay. The godless emissary in Port Sarum. I think I did then, but I'll go back and check it out. I love the fact that, she's like, so, like, yeah, we may have lost a, kind of like an important battle against Saradomin, but we're still the rightful god of Gillinor. And rightful is just like an unbelievable way to put it. Like, how else is she going to put it as the general, you know, of Zamorak? But, like, you were a Majorat that ascended to power by absconding with Elder God relics and stabbing the person who trusted you and empowered you in the first place, Zeros. I guess that's rightful. Yeah, but if, like, might is right, if we're gonna go with the, that motto. Zamorak has found your actions to be most intriguing. We have need of your unique skills. Unique skills? What exactly are you asking of me? Before we go further, I need to know I could trust you. You can't. I need your word. Will you help Zamorak recover from this, his darkest hour? I mean, this is a really tough one here. I don't like lying, because I don't want to, like, give my word and then break the promise, but I also don't want to help Zamorak. So is this quest, like, you gotta just help Zamorak? Like, I'm not really interested, but this is part of Sliskay's machinations, so it's like, if I want to get through the quest, and if I want to make this happen, I guess I'll just be like, this is really tough, because, I guess so, Hermie. I will truthfully lie to you that I won't help. What would I do in this spot if I was a godless and... I'm just gonna tell the truth. Yeah, sure, you got it. I tell the truth, but I want you all to know that, as with everything, I give myself the opportunity to change the rules of my truth at will, at any time, regardless of previous promises made. I guess so, Hermie, right? You have my word. Zamorak believes you will be instrumental in the coming days. If he believes it, so do I. Well, I am the World Guardian. I'll do what I can to help. I'm going to say the first one. That is exactly why we need you. Somehow your fate is bound to the events that are unfolding. So it would seem. What brought you here anyway? I came here on a reconnaissance mission in search of information, the last known whereabouts of that snake, Sliske. Ah, yes, the snake. As you might have guessed, we planned to obtain the Stone of Jas, but it is not my place to reveal the Master's plans. Okay, so it sounds like you just revealed the Master's plans, but you're saying there's more to it. Yeah, everybody wants that stone. I have something for you. A device. A device? What's it do? It will allow you to contact me remotely and can also transport you to our headquarters deep beneath Daemonheim. Use it when you are ready to speak with Zamorak. I will take my leave. Moya hands you a communication device. Oh, okay. It's like a little, intercom. And I can use this to teleport underneath Daemonheim. I'm in the Shadow Realm. Okay, so lots of things to think about here. Number one, Sliske, from what I understand, is the master of the Shadow Realm. Number two, underneath Daemonheim, we met a Majorant a long time ago who was working deep within Daemonheim. And I can't remember that guy's name, and I can't remember if he was Zamorakian or if he was like independent or what his deal was. But I don't know if like Zamorak is even deeper, beneath Daemonheim. I'm in the Shadow Realm. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. This guy's here. Yep. Ah, the World Guardian. Fancy seeing you here. Sliske, you recognized me. Fady, good evening. Good to see you. Yes, I suppose we're quite familiar by now. You might even say we're friends. You could say that. I'm not sure. Have you been here the whole time? Well, that would depend on what you mean by whole time. Curious saying, wouldn't you agree? Did you hear my conversation with Moya? But of course. What a tantalizing proposition. Such naivety to think she could come here unnoticed, though. Yeah. How'd you pull me into the Shadow Realm? Surely you are aware of my mastery of the Shadow Realm by now. Few know the mysteries of the shadows as well as I. Well, no, I was curious, though, because people have tried to forcibly teleport me, and it doesn't work, but maybe then we can extrapolate the people who try, like, Sarah Doan, for example, tried to forcibly teleport me, and it didn't work. Maybe my World Guardian powers protect me against gods, and there's been this question of whether or not Sliske has, in fact, ascended to godhood, and if the powers are not blocked by my World Guardian mojo, then maybe we can infer that Sliske is not, in fact, a god at this point. Oh. Okay. Well, apparently I'm addressing that. But you claim to be a god. I'm the World Guardian. Your power shouldn't have a direct effect on me. Oh, how peculiar. Okay. So the cards are on the table. Sir Theodore, did I pick up what was going on there? They were trying to reclaim it and trying to get deeper. And then there was like some wild magic that was going on deep within Daemonheim. But I'm not sure if I recall exactly. I know of Zamorak's plan to steal the Stone of Jas, and you know I know. But they don't know where the stone is. How will they find it? Oh, don't you worry. It won't be long before they know where I've hidden the stone, and I'll know they know, and you'll know I know they know. Wait, what? Ha! Did I lose you? It's only a matter of time until one of Zamorak's agents finds the stone. When they do, I'll be waiting. So you want them to find it. My contest has slowed somewhat since Bandos's death. Sometimes a Majorat must provide his own entertainment. It is time to spice things up. That's where you come in. You're a catalyst for chaos. Particularly apt in this case, don't you think? I guess so. You want me to play along with your games, then. The way I see it, you have 3 choices. Option 1. You infiltrate the group and sabotage their whole operation, lying in wait until the most deliciously dramatic moment to upstage Zamorak himself. Option 2. You simply go along with the plan and see what happens. Your presence alone should have the desired effect. That's right, his name's Bilrock. And then, of course, there's option 3. You could, I suppose, side with Zamorak, but who in their right mind would do such a thing? Right. So, what will you choose, World Guardian? I mean, you know, I feel it's only fitting that I infiltrate and sabotage. Considering what I did to Zeros, I should do equal sabotage all around. Heathron, good evening, good to see you. I'm going to infiltrate the Zamorakians and sabotage their operation. Haha, most excellent, Dr. Incompetent. Oh, look at that evil Sliskalav. Bide your time, and when an opportunity arises when Zamorak is so close he could taste victory, make it crumble to bitter betrayal in his mouth. He won't know what hit him. Marvelous. Now, back into the light you go. I'll be watching, waiting. Poof. Okay, Moya's gone. Right. Yep. Nothing happened. Let's go ahead and, examine this. Can also be used to teleport to Zamorak's headquarters. Absolutely. Hideout. That's true, Sir Theodore. I mean, I'm a godless through and through. Welcome, Dr. Incompetent. Stand up. Where are we? The device you possess. That's true, Sir Theodore. Yeah, Hermie, the Empyrean Citadel is really neat. It was once the realm of Armadil, correct? Few in living memory have had the honor of walking on such hallowed ground. So remote and inaccessible is this place, beneath floor after impassable floor of horrors, that we are safe to recover from recent struggles lost. We have Bilrock here. Okay, so then Bilrock is Zamorakian and was trying to get here or help out Zamorak. Makes sense. He has earned his place as my right hand. Ooh, Moya, what happened to the certainty of your return fueled my digging for millennia, my lord. And I believe you have already made acquaintances with my left hand Moya. For quite some time now, she has been reassembling my legions. Okay, so left hand, so she's a hand. You gave me purpose. I will strike where you wish, as if I were the hand of your own arm. See, the tragedy here, Moya, is that you didn't give yourself purpose. That you let this douchebag do it for you. It's sad. I trust you are aware of our pursuit, Dr. Incompetent. Yeah, it's to steal the stone. You would do well to choose your words more carefully. The stone was stolen from me, and I intend to reclaim it. Yes, right. And you didn't steal it in the first place, yourself. How do you plan to find it? Many who remain loyal to me are masters of subterfuge and deception. I have agents everywhere, even in the Shadow Realm. I will be found. Yes, Sir Theodore, good point. You know, I think maybe the story will explain it, or just as I'm kind of sussing through things, but Zamorak has the appearance of a Majorat in the kind of like metallic gray skin and the gem in the center of the eyes and all that jazz. But then there's the striated red horn appendages and the wings. As if he kind of like fused somewhat with Drakan and, you know, Armadillo, I don't know, or Icene or something. Like, when did that happen? Was it like when he became, rose up to godhood, he just, like, mutated or gave himself a little extra juice to be more intimidating? Oh, he worked with the demons, too, so maybe he's got, like, a little demon infusion going on. Also, what is that thing behind Zamorak that I'm looking at? It looks like almost like a mech of some kind. I guess so, Hermie. He really is. That moment approaches, so we must ready ourselves. It is time we assemble the core of my legions. What would you have me do? Your task will be to travel the breadth of Gielinor in search of my most powerful and cunning followers. You mean like Evil Dave? Hey Brandon, what's up, my friend? Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. You know, that's a good question. So, way back when I started the channel, I didn't know what I was going to do with it, and I thought it would be like more of a analytical channel where I approach games kind of like a professor, but I don't really do that as much as just play them. However, I liked the irony of the fact that when I thought about making a YouTube channel, I wanted to be very clear at the outset that I'm not very good at games. Whereas, like, I thought pretty much everybody who had a YouTube channel was, like, exceptionally good at video games. Like, beat them blindfolded and things like that. And I just wanted to be like, well, no, I'm not good, so just know up front what you're signing up for. But I like the kind of paradox of, you know, being doctor, but also being incompetent. Like Weird Al Yankovic discusses in Like a Surgeon, I was last in my class, barely passed at the Institute. You know, I mean, like, just the idea, it's amusing of being a doctor who was last in the class and you squeaked by, and then, like, no one really knows when you're out in the medical world what your GPA was or how you did. You just made it, so there you are, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. The truth, yes, it's time to come clean, Hermie. I have not been blindfolded the entire time. I tell you what, though, you do see people, like, who are online, who do things like beat every, you know, Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Elden Ring consecutively without getting hit, stuff like that. And I just don't even know what to say. That is like the absolute opposite of me as a gamer, but it's amazing to see that people can do that. So I need to basically travel the world, find Zamorakian allies, okay. A set of individuals with a devastating combination of skills. 4 Majorat, Zemo, Anakra, Haziel, and Khazard. Fading, the one I was reading about, the guy beat every Dark Souls and Demon Souls and Elden Ring without getting hit consecutively, and he was level 1. Like, he didn't even raise his experience level. I mean, that's how brutally he destroyed those games. Yes, exactly, Sir Theodore. There are real incompetent doctors who are guilty of malpractice and, probably horrible follies. My follies are contained strictly to the digital presentation and playing of video games. So it's very, very minimal. Yeah, exactly, Fading. No, you could. And the training starts tomorrow. Now, this is like, I think we talked about this just before, but the Haziel cult that we worked with in Ardoin, all like way, way back with the real muscular butler, the Haziel cult was worshipping a Majorat the whole time? I guess I probably already knew that. I just okay, I thought I killed General Khazard. Or maybe I just am misunderstanding. They have much to prove after their absence from the battle against Saradomin. Also, Daiquiri, Black Knight leader who leads my Kinshra armies and upholds my true teachings of chaos. And Nomad. A powerful battle mage who has sought to overthrow traitors in my absence. Huh. So, Nomad's a Zamorakian? I guess so. Kind of thought he was like his own deal. They will all be tested, and some may have their loyalty called into question, but strength is found in the fires of adversity. So this is like the core tenet of Zamorak, which I'm still trying to get my head, around theologically and ideologically. Like, when I hear chaos, I think just pure opposition to order. But that's not really what he's talking about, because like the Kinshra, the Black Knights, they're ordered, they have a structure, they have a hierarchy, they have a dining room, they have a compartmentalized office space. I've been there. It's not about that kind of chaos. It's about inserting adversity into an ordered system to create stronger things because they have to struggle. Like, it's that principle that without extremes and struggle, there will be no pushing the boundaries, I think is his deal, and not just like an anarchist or something like that. That's me and 6 others. Zamorak 7? Not quite. As my left hand, Moya will lead the party. That makes 8. The hateful 8. Okay. So will you accept this undertaking? Assemble the team? Yeah, I'll help you get the dream team together. Yeah, man, sure. You have chosen wisely, World Guardian. Speak with Moya to find out where your journey must take you. I love, too, like, how he calls me by my title of World Guardian, and I'm standing on, pretty much, Herbie, the Incompetent 8. Like, I'm standing on these molten lava rocks in the center of this, you know, dimly lit dungeon, and I'm supposed to be the World Guardian, protecting the world from the gods, and I'm actively assisting Zamorak, who is trying to seize control of the entire realm, or planet of Gielinor, which goes against being the World Guardian. It's interesting. What do you want to know about? Haziel. Yeah, I was just talking about Haziel. Where can I find Haziel? I believe you're familiar with the Haziel cult. Yeah, I am. They were living in the sewers the last I checked. Very, very prosperous cult. I mean, just rolling in cash, and have a charming headquarters. Haziel himself resides at their headquarters in Ardoin sewers. It's interesting, like, grammatically, when you leave out, like, the definitive article, like, wouldn't... I guess I would naturally say resides at their headquarters in the Ardoin sewers and not Ardoin sewers. Like, if I replace Ardoin with any city name, you know, if I were to say resides at their headquarters in Detroit sewers, I guess you could say it that way, but wouldn't you then make Detroit a possessive and say in Detroit's sewers? Or maybe this is just like is this like a British thing? I don't know. Anyway, it's weird. You can access the correct conduit through the cave to the southwest of Ardoin Zoo. There is, maybe you're right, Hermie. Or maybe it's just Moya talks weird, because she's like or Piscicat's correct, right? It's this subtle defiance to be conformed by traditional grammatical construction. I mean, maybe... Did we get Moya's backstory? Is she a creation? Is she like a lesser... She's got the gem like a Majorat, but then she's got these horns, and she doesn't look as tall. I don't know. Anyway, west of Ardoin Zoo. Talk to me about Nomad. Where can I find Nomad? I was conducting surveillance on Nomad very recently. He is something of an enigma. I tracked him to Mistalin, just north of Draenor Village, but there the trail went cold. I figured we did meet. I was getting her confused with the oh god, is it Zeros's creation that was like the one of the kind that was not a failure? Well, it was a failure, but was the best of her kind and is the only one that remains, or anyway, yeah, okay. So it's Lucian's Yeah, Nex. That's what I was kind of conflating her with Nex, but she's not Nex. She is she's another disappointment, but a high-ranking disappointment, you know? So, Lucian, who... the half-daughter... So she's half Zamorak... Or no. She's half Majorat, half human. And Lucian was the guy that got blown up by the Dragonkin at the ritual, who tried to ascend and didn't make it. So who is the mom of Moya? Is it common for Majorat to, like, have relations with humans? Or was it not, like, a traditional situation of conception? I don't know. Anyway, my advice would be to search around the Draenor lodestone. I suspect we're not the only ones looking for him. He has unfinished business with death. Who doesn't have unfinished business with death? I see him all the time. He holds on to my things. General Khazard. Where can I find a general? Khazard has traveled to the ruins of Uzur in the Caridian Desert in search of information about his father. Whoa, that's deep. The ruins are the site of a historic battle that was fought in the Third Age. I am told some legendary Zamorakians were lost that day. So he's in the desert at Uzur, where there was some legendary Zamorakians. Is Uzur the place that has the golems? In, like, is this battle that was in the desert a conflict between the desert gods and Zamorak? Exactly. Sir Theodore, it's great insurance. Well, I know where Lord Daiquiri is. Where can I find Strawberry Daiquiri? Lord Dacarius commands the Kinshra, or Black Knights as they are also known, from their base beneath Taverley. My scouts tell me there has been infighting among their forces. Your help may prove useful. Yeah, I saw some of that. Zemo and Anakra. Majorat have the power of racial awareness, which allows them to sense others of their kind. That's right. But Bilrock is particularly adept at this. He informed me that Anakra has traveled to Zemo's fortress in the north. A suspicious move. Well, I've been there a few times. Don't you trust them? Their loyalty to Zamorak has been wavering of late. Zemo arrogantly questions his power, but perhaps Anakra will speak reason to him. Access to the fortress is limited. It is protected by magical enchantments. I can, however, get you inside the basement beneath the fortress. Would you like me to teleport you? Yeah, sure. Let's start there. It's likely that Zemo's undead guards will be patrolling the area. Make sure you're prepared for combat. Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I think I'm good. Oh yeah, they're patrolling. Man, undead have the best lean. It's almost like it's a struggle to keep their bodies upright. Armored zombie. I mean, not really. I think that zombie has a tank top on. They are throwing axes, though, which is not ideal. Okay, great. Let's see. I was going to say I've been here before. I think this is maybe where I found the notes about the Majorat. Nah, maybe that was a different basement. This is just some rando basement. All right. All right. Let's see here. I remember coming to the fortress and observing Zemo, like, talking to himself, and having his buddy, like, help him rehearse some kind of dramatic script or something. It was pretty awesome. Oh, wait, maybe I just need to go up. Do I need to go over here? I think I might be making this too hard. Yeah, I don't need to go that way. I think I'm going the wrong way. Let's just go up the steps. Her teleport was very good. It was, like, right where I needed to be. Well, I mean, Sir Theodore, when I first heard that they had the power of racial awareness, I thought it was like the opposite of racism. I was like, oh, so they're, you know, they're cool. Like, they know the races and you know, and they're cultural, but they do kind of, Majorat tend to view themselves as a, you know, a superior race, so there is that. I'm going to leave a shark here to mark my trail. Oh, well, they're just right here. Right by the steps. All right, so, hi, it's me. I'm in. Your, you know, cool little base here. You look good. You've got a book strapped to your belt. I like that. That's what I thought, Sir Theodore. What do we have here? Dr. Incompetent. Trespassing now, are you? I've come to speak with you. Then speak your purpose before I lose my patience. I have been sent by Zamorak to summon you both to his Daemonheim headquarters. Zamorak sent you himself? Unsurprising, begging for help from anyone in his desperation. Still your tongue, Zemo. It is not wise to speak ill of our master. You've changed your tune somewhat. I felt betrayed at the Empyrean Citadel. My temper has since calmed. Why did you feel betrayed, Anakra? Zamorak refused to let us accompany him to Sliskay's event. Even when we arrived, he made no effort to communicate with us. Ooh, yeah. The cold shoulder. I know what you're talking about. It's good to know that, like, when you're talking about millennia-old Majorat and relationships with former Majorat ascended gods, that the cold shoulder still rankles as much as it would for a human with a normal lifespan and petty mortal concerns. I guess I don't feel so bad for getting stung by, you know, I guess in this case it's FOMO for Anakra. Look, Zamorak posted plenty of Insta photos of the meeting with Sliske. You didn't have to be in the room. It should have been us in there dealing with Sliske. Perhaps then he would not still draw breath. Yeah, you could have taken it down, trust me. I could see now that it was time for diplomacy. We did not hold a position of power. He had threatened to denounce us. Your reaction at the time was more apt than this bootlicking. I don't think he wears boots. Your skull is too thick for your own good, Zemo. Remember who the real enemies are here. I'm gonna say that's a good point, or a good thing to probe. I've seen dead Majorat die, but I haven't had the opportunity of an autopsy. So you have a skeletal system under there, and you have a skull. Okay, so you've got the same physiology, just a little taller is what we're talking about. That's funny, Sir Theodore. Are you still loyal to Zamorak, Zemo? You know what, Episcocat? That is such a good point. You're right. I mean, General Khazard was basically Skeletor. That's right. My memory failed completely right there. Yeah, totally retract what I said. Why? Did Zamorak send you to summon us or to ask questions? I'm just curious. You overstep your boundaries, Dr. Incompetent. Do not call my loyalty into question. Stop evading the question. You too now? Zamorak was crushed by Saradomin, and now he wants us to prove ourselves? First, he could prove himself. Yeah. Continue. Zamorak intends to reclaim the Stone of Jas from Sliske. He wants you both to help. He intends to make an attempt on the stone. Has he discovered its location? Not yet, but he seems to think he will soon. Finally, he has made a wise choice and come to me. I need to be spearheading this operation. It's more FOMO. Now who's changed their tune? We need an all-powerful leader once more. The Stone of Jas could return us to our former glory. And that leader would be Zamorak. Don't let greed get the better of you, Zemo. He's like, of course not, of course not. I would just touch the Stone of Jas for a little bit. If you would but lend me this stone. Whatever you are insinuating, I suggest you reconsider your words, Anakra. So you'll accept Zamorak's summons? Of course, we'll not keep him waiting. Alright. Oh my god, this is so funny. Did you see that little dialogue box? They've joined the heist team. I'm putting together the dream team for a heist. That's right, it is a gift. You know what, Sir Theodore? I did for the longest time. I guess it's just because for the better part of a year, as Episcocat points out, once the ritual happened, I've been dealing with gray skin, gem face, Majorat for so long that I forgot about the skull. Alright. So, I guess I could poke around. No, I need to go talk to some of the other gang members. Alright, so... Oh, right. Let's go to Ardoin. Oh my god, that's not right. No! Yeah. Cancel it. Cancel this one. They really should have a spin-off where it's like, I mean, how much damage could Boromir have done if you gave him the ring and you just unleashed him into Mordor? You were like, you pointed Boromir in the right direction, you gave him a running start, and then he just goes through into Mordor and just slips on the ring, and you just kind of like see what happens. Like, I bet he could do some good work in there. Oh, right, Sir Theodore, to get the book. He'd have to contend, though. I guess he'd have to fight the ring wraiths, and the ring wraiths would be a troubling spot for him, even with the ring, because they can't be harmed. At least the one by men. That would be tricky. He might make it that far, though, like take out everything, and then you wouldn't need that undead army. Alright, let's see. We need the sewers. There we go. Man, it's been a bit. Oh, yeah, these are like the really intricate sewers with like a valve and very nice entry point. Forgot about this. Yes. Cave entrance. Alright, I guess I take the raft. Heads up, dude. Or can you teleport me? I feel you, Fading. But, like, Boromir's self-interest is just to like, he legit wants to defeat Sauron, like, and clean out Mordor. I think you've got them all wrong. You may have won the battle, but the war rages on. Go bother some goblins or something, for when Haziel returns, your destruction is assured. That's only because he didn't have it on his finger. Fading, don't you get it? If you would have just let him borrow it like he asked, none of this would have happened. There he is. I mean, he did make it pretty nice. He's got the skull torch. What's up, dude? Human. Do you come to swear fealty to me? Okay, so going back to Episcat's previous point, I forgot about Haziel's appearance. Okay, so Haziel, even with rejuvenation, is looking very skeletal, except for, it. Oh, so that's why he looks like a skull, because he didn't get rejuvenated. I was wondering also, did he graft those ice skate blades onto his forehead? Or is that just, you know, because, like, when I look at these, horns, I kind of, it kind of smacks a little bit, just a little bit of, Azanadra's headpiece that he wears as, like, the patron saint of Zeros. The Ozzy's horns are, like, further back, closer to the ears, not protruding from the forehead like that, but you know, those twin antenna, there's a little bit there. I like starting a conversation with, have you come to swear fealty to me? Like, you know, you've got your base in the sewers, you're just sitting here, and meandering around you are your cultist followers in robes. Just, you know, another day in the life, and I arrive at your sewer raft, and you're like, ah, yes, it's just about time for someone to come and swear fealty to me. Don't you know who I am? I'm the Juggernaut. I have laid eyes upon thousands of years' worth of faces. Why should I recognize yours? Oh. He doesn't know. No reason. I thought we might have met before. Meet a lot of Majorat, do you? I've been absent from this world too long. Soon it will tremble at my name once more. How were you revived? Zamorak awoke me upon his return. It was, of course, his highest priority. I am like a brother to him. It was definitely the first thing he did. No other actions before he did that. And he kept talking about it. He just kept going on about Brother Haziel this, Brother Haziel that. Unfortunately, I missed the most recent ritual of rejuvenation. It will be some time before I regain my full power. That's why you still have your skeletal appearance? It is. Although I must agree with Khazard, it has a certain blood-curdling quality. It does. I've been sent by Zamorak. He requests your presence at his Daemonheim headquarters. So, the wheels have begun turning. Does he know the location of the Stone of Jas yet? Oh, you know about the plan. He says he'll know soon enough. Of course I know about his plan. I've always been his closest advisor. A few thousand years of absence would not change that. Right. You definitely haven't been replaced by a right and left hand. You are right in the inner circle. I have unfinished business before I leave for Daemonheim. You could prove highly useful. What do you need me to do? My men inform me there is a werewolf held captive nearby. Formidable and ruthless creatures, werewolves. Fiercely loyal to Zamorak, too. Oh. From what I hear, this one is particularly prone to violence. Just what we need. So, the werewolves are Zamorakian? I was under the impression that most of Mauritania was like Zeros, but are the Vyres even still interested in Zeros? And I guess I just conflated them with the Vyres, the werewolves and the Vyres together because they were serving Venescula when they were storming the south, but maybe that was just a, you know, an alliance to try to get across the river. So you want me to go and free this dangerous werewolf, Fenrir Greyback. Precisely. Unfortunately, I cannot risk being seen in Ardoyne and compromising this hideout. Nobody in Ardoyne knows about this place, trust me. The werewolf's being held prisoner by Lord Handelmort, a detestable individual. Sneak into the basement behind his large mansion north of Ardoyne Zoo. Free the werewolf. leave the revenge down to him. Oh my god. This is a tough quest, Sir Theodore. I'm taking it you didn't do this quest? I mean, I gotta unleash a Zamarakian werewolf to go kill Lord Handelmort? Ouch. Hey, Chef Smitty, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. I tell you what, $10 for all of the DLCs for Graveyard Keeper. If you like Chef Smitty, if you liked Stardew, Graveyard Keeper is a really fun time. It doesn't have the replayability of like a Stardew, but for one-time playthrough, there's a ton of content. It's a very funny game. You get to, you know, decorate and embalm corpses and animate corpses to automate your labor with zombies. It's got a bit of everything. Chef, I think you'd like it, my friend. It's right in that wheelhouse. Wow, Biscuit Cat, that's awesome. That's a game that I should try again. It's such a riot, I just don't know what's happening. But because I spent time learning how to play Stellaris, I wonder if any of that will translate into my Crusader Kings. I wouldn't say I got the hang of it. I just would say that I understood enough to progress and built up a pretty nice little space empire. All right, let's see what we got in here. Jared. A horribly scarred werewolf rogue. Whoa. Look at this guy's face. Oh my god. This is like the scariest looking dude. Look at those red eyes. I mean, is this Rasputin? Good lord. This guy should be behind bars, if anyone should be behind bars. I like how there's a whole bunch of money in here. I just got some cash and some sapphires. Okay, fine. Oh. Look at this guy. I mean, the 1,000-yard death stare. Rigor mortis. Do you have the key on you? Looks like he's been dead mere minutes. Perhaps you should speak to the prisoner and find out what happened. Yeah, I bet. Oh, no way, Episcopat. Yeah. No, I'd have to dedicate more time. I'd have to completely start over with Crusader Kings at the very basics and just try to teach myself and stick to it for a bit. Hey, Nick Man. Good evening. How do I talk to Jared? Gerard. The prisoner sniffs at you as you approach the cage. Huh. Fresh meat. Who are you? A messenger for Zamorak. You're gonna have to come up with a better lie than that. What's your name? Gerard, what's it to you? Haziel sent me here. He's a powerful Zamorakian who has taken an interest in you. What does he want from me? He believes you're a werewolf, says you'll be useful on our mission for Zamorak. A werewolf, huh? What gave me away? The red eyes? It could be a little hard to conceal. Have you thought about sunglasses? Did you kill Handelmort's butler? A moment of bloodlust. I wanted the key, but he fell too far. Clumsy of me, really. Why did they lock you up in here? They seized me at Port Sarim some time ago. Apparently, they thought I'd make them a tidy profit in the fight arena. Actually, this is a good question. How did he get past the barrier? And do you? They take me down there in chains every week and get coin when I win. I don't lose. I mean, I guess there's that, like, werewolf guard. Maybe he's funds. Oh, okay, Nick Man. So he's like Wolverine. I could probably have escaped, but if I'm honest, I like the rush. You want to leave? You must want to leave if you killed the butler for the key. I could grab it for you if you agree to ally with Haziel. Huh. I'm open to the concept of a new endeavor. Let's just say there aren't too many opponents left for me in the arena. Oh, okay. Kiva, good morning. Is that the same book, Nick Man, that Holstein has in Port Sarim that Sir Theodore was talking about? So he's been on the other side of the salve since before the barrier, is what you're saying? Oh, real books. And we'd be working directly for Zamorak? Yes, all you need to do is go and meet him in Ardoin sewers. That's where his cult is stationed. Huh, a cult. Sounds interesting. All right, let me out. Grab the key from the butler's corpse over there. I'll tell you what. I mean, I've done a lot of, freaky things in my time, so I guess I should just have thicker skin than this, but this is a quest where I'm just actively helping Zamorak and Zamorak's agents who are sinister, to say the least. You found the cell key. Jared sniffs you some more. You smell delicious. Oh, you want to fight? Don't underestimate me. Ha! Don't worry. I make a point of not eating my associates. Well, that's good news. If you'll excuse us, I have some unfinished business with the butler. Oh my god, he's going to eat the butler. I assume we'll meet again soon. Alright, he's on the team. Alright, let's go ahead and teleport. Holstein. So what do I say to get a book? Oh, okay. Here we go. As you complete jobs, I'll give you a book of the gods. Well, Sir Theodore said this book had some good information about some of the characters in the quest. Alright. So you have to do jobs for this dude to get the book. Okay. How many... Yeah, it makes sense, Dickman. How many of them do you have to do? Yeah. 15? Okay. I mean, some of them are interesting. I've done a few area quests. I always kind of imagined I would just save those for, like, after I finished all the quests, then I would just move on to doing that or something. Oh, where is Zuzer? Take me there on the carpet. No problem at all. There's my buddy, the Golem. Hey, Golem, you see a general around here? I regret that I could not assist you in the slaying of Agrith Nar. Don't worry, man. You've done enough demon slaying in your time. I was just leaving. I mean, I'm gonna go in a second, but maybe he's out here. The blue box could mean anything. Alright, fine. Let's just go in. General, you down here, dude? Yeah, there he is. Look at how reluctant Khazard is to, like, have the non-skull face. He's like, well, I'll just put a skull on my armor. What are you doing here? I came for you. You can't have found me by chance, which means Moya sent you. She told me you were searching for information about your father. That blasted half-breed. Can't a Majorat do anything in privacy anymore? What brought you all the way out to the desert? You stand upon the site of a great battle that was fought in the Third Age, when our forces sieged the city of Uzur. One of Zamorak's most prominent generals, Themeron, led the attack. He was gravely wounded and died just through the portal in these ruins. I believe my mother also fought here. She was the only Majorat I am sure to have known my father. Her name was Palkira. What leads you to believe that? The battle occurred not long after my birth, and there was not much time until the next ritual of rejuvenation. She would have wanted to prove she was still a fearsome warrior before the weakest of the Majorat was chosen. How did Moya know what you're doing? Despite being vastly more powerful, I have ordered to report to Moya by Zamorak himself. I command a large garrison of Zamorakian forces. Moya requests constant updates, as we are such an indispensable asset. So she's keeping an eye on you. Huh. That addled recluse Bilrock informed her of my movements, so I had to explain myself. Madness. Okay. Zamorak is requesting your presence at Daemonheim. Best not to keep him waiting. Very well, but before I can leave, I need your help checking the Shadow Realm. I have reason to believe my mother could manipulate it too. If she fought here, then perhaps my father did too. A tenuous link, but it's the only lead I have. There could be information in the Shadow Realm. Can't you check there yourself? Sliske's experiments have affected not only certain methods of seeing in, but also my ability to enter. Though it would seem I could still manipulate the shadows enough to send you in. Yeah, sure. I'm sure you could get me right back out, too. Right, buddy? I'm in. Whoa. Oh, treasure. Let me just get this. What you got in here? Huh. What is up with this quest? Was this released at a point of where they decided we're going to start just giving people money in quests? And like, was it a dungeoneering thing, or maybe whoever designed this quest just liked the idea of, like, dropping in some secret treasure chests or something? I guess so, Dick Man. You found a bloody journal. Most of the journal is illegible, as it has been soaked in blood. You can only read the last few pages. Arrogant, foolish. I underestimated the humans here. Their golems were far stronger than we had expected, and they got the better of me. And I, Zamorak, forgive me, I was weak. The birth of Khazard sapped me of more power than I cared to admit. Pride has been my end. It is quiet here in the Shadow Realm, calm compared to the clatter of war outside. Retreating here was all I could do to hide my weakness from Majorat eyes. I shifted into the shadows after I was overrun, attempting to shield Themeron's flank. I fear he will suffer a similar fate. There is no hope for me now. My wounds are grievous. I am... Wow. So she got killed by the golem. There is no hope for me now. I am left with the thought of my son orphaned and alone. Perhaps they will find me. If he was to inherit my ability to enter the Shadow Realm, maybe. A boy should know his father. Losing lucidity, he did it. Created life. Okay. So... this is an interesting point, because Zeros, first of all, that ZA could be Zeros or Zamorak, but it's Zamorak, I'm assuming, because Zeros was not able to create life. and was not able to help that green lizard man get his group of people back. But I didn't know that Majorat could procreate. Is that a normal thing, or was this part of Zamorak's, like, magic, where Khazard was able to be born? Because I thought all the Zamorak were just, like, created by Mother Ma, or whatever, back in Nightmare Planet. You're right, Episcopat. How could I not have thought about that? Okay, interesting. So does that make... Yeah, she did. They said it was Bloody Journal. Does that make Khazard, like, the youngest existing Majorat? She was good until the very end, Sir Theodore. You leave the Shadow Realm. So, hey, General. You were right. Palkira did fight here. She didn't survive. You mean, what did you find? I got this book. She died protecting Themaron. A worthy death, but it was because of me. She was weak. The journal mentions your father. It couldn't mean him. Why does it finish there? I need more information, I know. That was all I could find. Well, at least I know my mother's fate. She died a warrior, fighting for the glory of Zamorak. I will go to him now. He must be eager to see me. He is. Okay. I feel like, Sir Theodore, we've had that, narrative trope a few times in the quest, which is finding somebody's journal where they were writing, as they were about to die. It's kind of like in, Lord of the Rings, when Gandalf is reading the journal of the scribe in, Moria, where they are coming. Zanuck. Yeah, could be. I actually can't remember. I can never remember how to do this. Alright. I mean, that would be appropriate, Episcopat. That's the one that we just worked with. I mean, Sir Theodore, we all know how important posterity is. You gotta get it down on paper before you go. You die for your craft if you're a true writer. Dacry, it's me. Hello. What would you like to talk about? Dishonour among Thieves. What want you with the Lord of the Kinshra? Whoa, that's... Well, that's some Zamorakian grammar for you. I've been sent to summon you by Zamorak himself. Is that so? You'll have to earn my trust before I believe such a bold claim. Oh, you've got a treasure chest for me. I heard you may be having problems with some of your knights. Perhaps I could help? Very well. Do some of my dirty work and I'll hear you out. Okay, what's that mean? Since Zamorak's return and our setback at the Battle of Lumbridge, there's been unrest among the soldiers. Many of us are dedicated to the theory of strength through chaos, but among us are those who've been miseducated by the slanderous Saradominist propaganda. Why would they believe what Saradominists tell them? Their false teachings have been prevalent for thousands of years, percolating so far that the common folk accept them as fact. Many, including some of the Kinshra, believe chaos to be synonymous with evil, but it is not so. Zamorak was a revolutionary. Yeah, but revolutionary and evil aren't mutually exclusive. Where do I come in all of this? I need you to regain control of my order. Go kill some people. Not evil, revolutionary. There is a risk of an uprising from those that still fight for evil. It must be quelled. Mutiny is of highest priority. I have caught wind of a plot to assassinate me, to cut off the snake's head, so to speak. I mean, I'd like to do that. See if you could find evidence that will lead us to the culprit. While you're at it, put a stop to anyone preaching that Saradominist drivel. I would love to show Lord Dacarius, like, where I'm like, I think I got some information on the man who's going to kill you, who's leading the assassination. And he's like, okay, good, give it here. And I hand him, like, a manila envelope, you know, or a manila folder, and he opens it, and it's just like a crude sketch that's unmistakably me. He's like, what? Oh, we're getting the gems. Oh, somebody said Dacry's a coward. Preaching Black Knight. Let's hear about how will you deal with the preacher. Roundhouse kicked this troublemaker. Reasoned with him firm but fair. I mean, that's the, you know, the Sister Maria approach in Sound of Music. A roundhouse kick. Pow! Man, that was a roundhouse kick. He just disappeared. Sweet. Alright, what other troublemakers you got here? Exactly, Sir Theodore. The others are like, oh, well, okay. What's going on in here? The rest of the guys are all talking about it too. Maybe they're right, huh? You've read the books. You know Lord Dacry's all right. What are you talking about? What's it to you? Wait. Settle an argument for us, will you? These knuckleheads are thinking about joining the uprising. What makes you want to do that? Well, us Black Knights are meant to be evil, right? I don't understand all this strength through chaos rubbish. Threaten him or reason with him. I've stood before Zamorak. He values Lord Dacry. He'll smite you all for this mutiny. None of you will be spared. If you've met the god of chaos, then my name's Saradomin. That can't be true, can it? Well, what if it is? Don't know about you, but I don't want Zamorak smiting me. He would do that? I'm not a part of any uprising, I swear, I was only asking questions. questions like, how do I join the uprising? And when's the next meeting? Just some innocent questions. Can I get any swag for the uprising to indicate to everyone? I love the uprising. Let's just see if there's anything else funny going on here. No, don't attack, don't attack. Can I talk to you? No, okay. I do remember that. Oh. I mean, I don't know if this, if I leave, am I botching the quest? I remember going in here. They're locked. All right, fine. I'll just go kill a bunch of Black Knights and just bring their heads back and be like, they were in on the uprising. Trust me. Uprising Central. It was all uprising this. You found some poison with the words down with DR on the label. I mean, unreal. I don't want to leave any clues or evidence about how I feel. I know, that does look a little ominous, doesn't it? It's like, wait a minute. Alright. I don't see anybody else to talk to. I only quelled 2 out of the 3 uprisings. But let me go talk to the daiquiri. There we go. Poison bearing my initials. I recognize the chicken scratch handwriting on the bottle. I'll have the insolent coward dealt with. Not completely disappointing. Looks like I might be able to trust you after all. I'll hear you out. I'm here on behalf of Zamorak. He's summoning you to his headquarters in Daemonheim. He has asked for me himself? I could scarcely believe you. I am honored. Daemonheim is a long journey from here. I ought to leave soon if I am to be punctual. Leave me to my preparations. Okay. You don't have the ring of friendship? I guess you probably wouldn't. Okay. Or kinship, or whatever it is. Alright, so... Nomad. Know me. Where are you at, Nomad? Yeah, Kiva, I guess you're right. Hello. Whoa, hey there. What brings you to Drador on a fine day like this? It's a bit overcast, don't you think? It may be a little dark, but you need to see beauty in all things, no matter what it looks like at face value. You're right. What a lovely day to be taking a stroll, looking at all the trees. The trees are all dead, mate. But beautiful still. Not really, but speaking of beauty... Victor lets out a deep sigh. What's wrong, pal? Life isn't easy being a goblin. People look at us and instantly think we're ugly, vile creatures. It's not worth talking about, as she'll never give me the time of day. Who? Wendy. The witch. She's the young witch over by the cart. I've met her. I've always wanted to go over and say something to her, but I have no idea what I'd even say. The way her hair flows. This is gold, mate. Just say this. To the slight swagger in the way she walks. How will I ask her out? How about, hey, I know this is a bit forward, but would you like to join me at the Blue Moon Inn for a beverage, followed up by a nice stroll through Falador Park? Not a chance. She won't give me the time of day. Have you specifically asked her for the time of day? Have you tried? No. Then how can you jump to that conclusion? You never know until you try, right? You're right, but she'll judge me because I'm just an ugly green goblin. What happened to the beauty in all things? Perhaps she'll look past all that and agree to a date. You know what? I'll do it. Thank you. What's your name again? Dr. Incompetent. Matchmaker. Well, thank you, Dr. Incompetent, for the sound advice. I'll have to practice what I'm going to say. Good. Practice it. So about Nomad. I'll go into the, let's see, Underworld or Death's Hourglass. You in here talking to Harold? As you arrive at Death's office, you are greeted by an unusual sight. What's going on here? Oh, are they fighting? It looks like it. Harold's got Nomad up in conniptions here. What's going on? Leave us, adventurer. This is between me and the Scourge of Souls. Release me, Reaper. What are you doing to him? I am relieving him of his soul as recompense for the hundreds upon hundreds he stole from me. Yeah, he does have a device. I saw it. He put it under a minigame. Kiva, it is, right? And things don't always go well in the Blue Moon Inn. I hear a man was murdered there not too long ago. What's a few souls to you? A drop in the ocean when compared to how many you've taken from this world. Your arrogance sickens me. Those souls were bound for judgment. In the underworld, you have upset the balance between life and death. Foolish Reaper. They served a higher purpose. I thought you couldn't take souls of the living, Death. The rat is neither living nor dead. I do not know how, but he cheated me. He is on borrowed time. Ha! You're just a glorified undertaker. You could not begin to comprehend my powers. Give up this futile endeavor, bone construct. Leave this place, Dr. Incompetent. This may take some time. He is proving resistant. I saved you from Sliskay's clutches, Death. I believe you owe me a favor. True, you and Ixalaran released me from my prison, for which I am grateful, but the favor can wait. Actually, I've come for Nomad. Ha ha! Oh, what an unlikely turn of events. What? You mean to interrupt me as I exact justice and restore balance to this world? Yeah, I mean, I actually don't want to help Nomad, and I want to help Death as World Guardian. How do I explain to Harold that I have to do this to progress the quest? That I don't really have an option. Do you think he'd understand? Yeah, Kiva. Johnny, oh boy. You can exact justice when I'm done. What is so important that you would save this worthless mage from the fate he deserves? It's complicated, but it's part of a plan to take down Sliskay. Wink, wink. I shall afford you this one courtesy as I'm in your debt, but I expect the Soul Eater returned. Oh, you'll get him back after we help Zamorak. Wink, wink. What makes you think I'll comply with either of you? I came on direct orders from Zamorak himself. He requests your presence at Daemonheim headquarters. Well, why didn't you just say that? Finally, he has recognized my deeds enough to summon me. Thank you for your hospitality, Death. It really has been a pleasure. Do not fool yourself that this is over. I hope you know what you're doing, Dr. Incompetent. I don't. Dr. Incomp, can you hear me? Moya, yes, I can. You've accomplished your mission. Everyone's made it to Daemonheim. Return when you're ready. Yeah, I'm ready, man. Let's roll. Got a bunch of gems. There might have been a treasure box in Death's domain that I didn't see. Are you ready to move on, or do you want to speak with everyone first? Let me talk. Very well. Look at this cool group. Zemo! What is it? Sliskay. Do you think Sliskay is still Zerosian? That serpent-tongued magician serves his own needs. I doubt he was ever truly loyal to Zeros. I believe he was loyal to Zeros for a time. He did unspeakable things in his name. The rogue deserves a fate worse than death. Whether he still serves Zeros is irrelevant. The Stone of Jas belongs to Zamorak, and Sliskay stands in our way. Ha! He hides and presents us with obstacles. I would crush him if he stood before me. Yeah, you'd crush him. Anakra and Zamorak. Anakra, are you in love with that beautiful man over there? Ha! Yes, Anakra, do tell us. What? Because I am the only remaining female Majorat, I must be in love with whom I revere? Your incessant questions are becoming quite childish. You must admit your behavior has made you seem a little smitten. I have witnessed Zamorak defy the gods, ascending to become one himself. Yes, I am in awe of him, but in love, no. The Battle of Lumbridge. Why weren't the Majorat present at the Battle of Lumbridge? Huh, this again. We have explained ourselves enough. We were searching for elder artifacts, wink, to turn the tide of battle, wink, wink. We definitely weren't in the Legends guild, just sitting and drinking tea. Zamorak's aware of this. We are here now. That is all that needs to be said. Okay. Yep. Goodbye. That's a good one. Like it. Hey, do you want something? The Kinshra. How are the Kinshra doing? There's still murmurs from those who cannot see the difference between chaos and evil. It's a problem that runs deep in the Black Knights. We have much work to do before the problem is solved, but we will emerge from this much stronger than before. From the chaos, a new Kinshra will be born, more unified than the last, just as Zamorak has taught us. That's right. It's going to be the World Guardian that emerges. What do you think about that werewolf? Do you know Gerard? Of course I know that cur. That filthy animal prevented the execution of Sulla, my predecessor. He even killed some of my men. Why'd he do that? He allied with Sulla, claims an emissary of Zamorak wanted them to work together. If the circumstances were any different, I would drive a sword through his chest. Good. Good, Zamorak. How does it feel to finally meet Zamorak? I stand unworthy of his awesome might, the god of chaos. If I did not see with my own eyes, I would not believe. We must do whatever he requests of us, Dr. Incompetent. Our lives are forfeit in servitude of a higher purpose. Okay? Yep, forfeit it. Goodbye. Speak for yourself on that one. Nomad, in his custom pose. What do you want? Why are you always holding your arm out like that over your face and crouched in a position like you're ready to run? Nomad's Requiem. You don't seem particularly angry after I defeated you. Thank you, Kiva. Take care, my friend. Have a good day at work. Yes, I could see why you might think I would be angry. In truth, you did me a favor. You showed me my weakness, the fragility of the power I clung to, derived from the soul obelisk. We will face each other again someday, I am sure. You will not be so lucky next time. Who was your master, the one you were gathering all those souls to defeat? I've had many masters, most of whom I have overthrown for their, disloyalty to Zamorak. The one you speak of had been fraternizing with the White Knights. I paid him a visit once I'd regained my strength from our battle. Is he talking about Sir Tiffy? Who's fraternizing with the White Knights that he'd be buddies with? He won't be fraternizing with anyone anymore. Oh, okay, not Sir Tiffy. Dead now. Soul power. Do you still have the power from all the souls you siphoned? Regrettably, the power I gained from the soul obelisk was finite. The more it grew, the more I needed. I became attached to the obelisk, addicted, you might say. Every time I felt my power shrinking, I clung to the obelisk for more souls. Does that mean you've lost all your power now? Some of the soul power still lingers, but I have found new ways to maintain it, safer ways. The return of the gods has proved highly useful to me. Divination is a marvelous source of energy. Death. What was going on between you and Death? He was attempting to extract my soul. The fool knows full well he cannot take the souls of the living. He said you were neither living nor dead. What did he mean? Apparently I, quote, cheated Death when I survived your final blow. The Reaper falsely believes my soul belongs to him. I would sooner burn in Infernus than go to the underworld. If Death continues his pursuit, I may have to deal with him myself. Okay, goodbye. That's good talk, good chat. You want something? Talk to me about lycanthropy. What could you tell me about it? Lycanthropy, huh? You and your long words. I don't know what you've read, but we can transform at will. Hard to control sometimes, though. Some of us believe it's a gift, others believe we've been cursed. I see it as a tool. I can inflict pain whenever I deem necessary. And to whom? Handelmort will learn that lesson soon. The Stone of Jas. Do you know what the Stone of Jas is? I've been listening. My ears are sharp. Far as I could tell, it's some kind of weapon people are willing to kill for. That's all the information I need. Mauritania. Are you from Mauritania like the other werewolves? Canifis is my home. I know the swamps like the back of my own paw. Not many of my kind know how to cross the holy barrier at the River Salve. I'm an exception. Why'd you leave? Orders. My insolent nephew fled using the paths I taught him. I raised that mongrel, so I was sent to get him back. It's been quite a journey. A lot of blood on my hands. You don't show much remorse. Why would I? I live for violence. Zemi. Why do you support Zamorak? Us werewolves are blooded when we come of age. That means we drink the blood of an innocent. It's a rite of passage. Doing so means we swear fealty to Zamorak. It binds us to him. Our duty is to serve. I've done so without question or hesitation. Chaos? That's a concept I can get behind. Goodbye. Mazil. You have questions? The Carnelians. How'd the Carnelians defeat you, Haziel? Cowardice. They ambushed me while I slept, taking the lives of many innocent people to get to me. Khazard says, if I had been there, history would have been written differently, Haziel. But you were not. The Carnelian cowards entered my home in the dead of night. They slew my guards, my followers, even my servants. Some of those servants were Saradominus I had taken as prisoners. The attackers did not discriminate. When I awoke from my slumber, they knew they could not defeat me. Instead, they put my mind into a state of torpor using a foul magic I was not familiar with. I rested for an age before my awakening. Jay, the Ardoin. Do you intend to retake Ardoin? Of course. I'll reclaim that which was taken from me, just as Zamorak intends to reclaim the Stone of Jas. There was a time when between us we controlled all of southern Kandarin. Our reign was glorious. Will you take it by force? I expect that will be necessary. The humans will not relinquish it easily. I shall need to rebuild my armies first. With the combined might of our forces, we will crush them like ants underfoot. It's been too long, Khazard. You taught me how to conquer. Now it's my turn to help you. Okay, the Shadow Realm. What's happened to your powers over the Shadow Realm? Sliske has been experimenting, creating abominations for his army. He started by twisting the Barrows brothers, increasing their power. Now he has created something else. I could sense it. His most vile manipulation of the Shadow Realm yet. He has devised a way to prevent us entering the shadows, warped the boundary somehow. I do not know what, but there is something that allows you to enter. Perhaps Sliske wills it. Regardless, you must be our shadow agent for now. Wink, wink. Yep, definitely not helping Sliske. Goodbye. Billy, what do you want to know? Daemonheim. That's what they call this place, is it not? The humans that harry me, yes? This place has been my work and my home for thousands of years now. Many believed it to be my tomb. Why did you create it? I excavated these dungeons because I knew, I sensed it, that in these depths the boundaries between realms is at its thinnest. I tunneled toward this rift in the hope it would allow me to bring Zamorak back to the world. Digging, building, digging, never-ending tunnels, deeper and deeper, leaving all manner of beasts and contraptions to deter my pursuers. The rift would not provide the answers alone, though. Disappointing. What else is down here? Through these doors? Yeah, that big door with the skull. Soon, perhaps, you will learn more of these depths. It is quite the saga. I've actually done the sagas. Maybe, is that what you're referring to? His sanity. Sanity is a fleeting concept in this underground world of stone and magic. Who is to say madness is not enlightenment? I must confess, the deeper I descended, the more this place warped my mind. Rifts and portals and demons all tearing at my thoughts. You seem sane to me. Yes, my lucidity has returned to me of late. I have regained control of my senses, and the voices have subsided. I believe it's Zamorak's presence here. His aura pervades the depths, turning them into our sanctuary. The strange power. Ah, so it was felt on the surface. Perhaps that is why my brethren believed I had perished. No. I was not here for some time, but I lived. Moya and I joined hands and walked into the rift together. We were torn from each other as we tumbled through the dimensions. She would eventually find Zamorak, but to my knowledge she was gone. I, on the other hand, arrived at my home planet, Freniske. There are no longer any of my kind there, but other tribes once existed. The Chalon Ma and the Maseret, born from the same energy as we Majorat. Oh, okay. It was then that I had an epiphany. And that was? Ah, yes, the other tribes were also bound to rituals, needing the life force of those that perished to sustain themselves. The Maserat decided to forego this process, resigning themselves to a fate without rejuvenation, but the Chelan Ma did the opposite. They concluded that only the strongest should live, yes, one almighty being commanding the power of the entire tribe. I remember it. The battle blazed across the horizon, a glorious sight to behold indeed. For weeks they fought tirelessly, until only one remained with all their power, a brutal incarnation of the Chelan Ma tribe, the physical embodiment of war. His might on the battlefield was unparalleled. Huh. Was it Bandos? What does this have to do with your epiphany? Epiphany, oh yes. I knew that after thousands of years, whilst the Maserat have grown stronger, the Chelan Ma would have diminished. With the Maserat are likely to have perished and have no kin to sacrifice, he would never have been able to rejuvenate. I have returned to Gillinor with the once great Chelan Ma captive. The strange power you speak of was triggered when I slew him upon my ritual stone. Why'd you kill him? On Frenesque, we were at war with the Chelan Ma. With no kin left to test his strength, he turned to the Maserat. He killed many of my brethren, and taking his life was a justice long overdue. As the only Maserat at the ritual stone when I slew him, I was able to absorb all his power. I intended to use it to bring back Zamorak. Alas, I still did not find the answers I sought. It would seem it is exceptionally difficult for anyone but a god to obtain a portal between worlds, or open a portal, rather. Zamorak. What's Zamorak like as a leader? Zamorak is a revolutionary, yes. He proposed a radical way of thinking and was shunned for it. He taught us that order leads to stagnation. Only through chaos can we change for the better. Those that seek to rule are averse to this concept. Saradomin, Zeros, order is what allows them to dominate others. Zamorak believes in unity, the face of adversity. He is the god the people of Gillinor need now more than ever. Yep. Gotcha. Dr. Incompetent. Zamorak. Zamorak gave me purpose. He presented to me a way of thinking that my father failed to live by. His theories resonated with me in a way I cannot quite describe. They taught me that fortitude is built in the face of adversity. Hey, Hiram. What's up, my friend? Good to see you. Albig, good evening. Good to see you. Oh, you know, for some reason my, Heathrun... Yes, that's right. I don't know what happened, but my... Yeah, it's going great, Hiram. My YouTube chat is not showing in my multi-stream chat panel that I can read, so I can only see it on the screen, and I missed a little bit of, what people were saying on YouTube. I apologize. His theories resonated with me in a way I cannot quite describe. They taught me that fortitude is built in the face of adversity, that even when you are confronted with struggles on all sides, you can rise from them yet stronger than before. Her role. I serve Zamorak as his left hand, the general of his armies, the master of his spies. I've been working diligently to reassemble the Zamorakian forces after my failure at the Battle of Lumbridge. We may have fallen upon hard times, but we will rise again and strike back at the Saradominist pigs. Okay. Lucian. Lucian, it pains me to hear the name. In life he made me believe I was a disappointment, but in death it is clear the disappointment was him. Yikes. He was so filled with hate, so fueled by selfish desires. He was my father by blood alone. Zamorak is my mentor now. He has shown me the path I must walk. Okay, goodbye. I think that's everybody there. The Zamorakian siege beast. Bred for destruction, indeed. Are you ready to move on? Let's move it on. Good, everyone's present. Welcome, my disciples of chaos. You have each been summoned to this conclave and allowed within this place because you possess skills we have need of. As I'm sure you are aware by now, you are going to reclaim the Stone of Jas for me. Each of you is being given an opportunity, a chance to prove you are worthy of a place by my side when we rebuild. My lord, apologies for interrupting. Vigora has returned. I can sense him. Perfect timing. Khazard, I need you to open a window to the Shadow Realm so Vigora can be seen by all. As you command. General Zamorak. So it is true. Vigora, I had heard you lost your mind, doomed to wander the Shadow Realm for all eternity. Zamorak's return broke the curse that was laid upon me. I may be confined to this realm, but my mind is my own at last. I am reminded of that hallowed night on which we marched upon Zeros. It was beyond living memory that this many of us stood together. Rise, Vigora, what information do you bring? My search took me deep into the swamps of Mauritania to the barrows where Sliskay's undead servants rest. There I discovered his lair, my lord, a stone's throw to the south, through a cave system that plays tricks on the mind. More. What more did you find? I passed deeper into the lair, past tricks and contraptions. It was at the heart of that I found it. The stone is there? Yes, General Zamorak, in a cavernous vault behind a bolstered door in the Shadow Realm. He hides it. You remain one of my most exalted followers, Vigora. If I could give you back your life, I would. It is my duty. I am forever in your service. What else can you tell us about the defenses? On your way to the vault, you will find several rooms, presumably trapped and guarded. The door preventing entry to the vault will be particularly problematic, an intricate system of rune locks and trickery. Inside, I could see only the Stone of Jas. That is all I know. Thank you, Vigora. That will be all. Good luck to you all. Victory is in your hands. Let us strike now. We have the stone's location. We must storm Sliskay's lair by force. Predictable. No, we must plan. This opportunity cannot be squandered. Bilrock is right. Sliskay will be able to move the stone through the Shadow Realm. He must not be alerted. If I may speak, it would seem our best option is a stealthy approach. That's what they already said. Leave it to me. The guards will pose no threat. I'll be back with the stone before sundown. Ha! No one is more suitable for this quest than me, Zam. Silence! You will do as I command. Of course, my lord. It would seem as though a combination of our talents will be needed, Zamorak. You will all go. Bilrock will stay. He is of more use to me here. Dr. Incompetent, you are the most valuable member of this operation. Your resistance to divine energy is imperative. I have not forgotten your misguided decision at the Empyrean Citadel, though. You did not support me, and for that you must win back my trust. Gerard, you possess both cunning and agility. You and Dr. Incompetent will infiltrate the outer chambers and dispatch the guards. Dacre, your learning and intellect will be useful when deciphering the rune locks on the vault door. Anakra and Nomad, your mastery of magic is going to be of utmost importance when evading and overcoming Sliskay's deceptions. Haziel and Khazard, only that devious Zerosian is a better manipulator of the Shadow Realm than you. Combine your talents and overcome him. And Zemo, you are a necromancer even more capable than Sliskay. If the time comes, show his undead hordes no mercy. It would be my honor. Do not underestimate Sliskay. I have sensed his power growing rapidly for some time now. He seems to flit in and out of my reach. Curious, yes? The Shadow Realm, perhaps? I'll deal with Sliskay. I've dealt with him before. I could deal with him again. Yes, precisely why you were chosen. Though if everything goes to plan, the filthy Zerosian will not have time to react. What if the plan goes wrong? Then it will be chaos, and you will be in your element. Embrace it and realize your true potential. If it would please you, my lord, I believe we should move now. Time is of the essence. Yes, the moment is here. My eye will be upon you as you embark on this quest. We have all strived for this. Do not fail me. Everyone head to Mauritania into the cave barely south of the Barrows. We will reconvene at the entrance to Sliskay's lair within. Dr. Incompetent, use the device to contact me if you need more information. Okay. So we've got a big fight on our hands, or a coup, and some traps, it sounds like, some puzzles to sneak through. And we will have to continue it next week, because it is indeed my bedtime. And I want to say, everyone, thank you so much for coming out to the stream and playing some RuneScape tonight. I enjoy this quest just for the lore. I don't like being forced to do things that I don't want to do, but at the same time, I like getting the story of all of these different folk, and it'll be interesting to see what happens when I trick them, although I don't know if, Zamorak's actually fooled. Nickman, Badger, Sir Theodore, Hiram, Aubig, Heathrun, Brandon, Mr. Smith, Alyssa, Kiva, Episcocat, Fading, Hermie, Young, Chef Smitty, everyone out there, take care. Have a great one.